What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game Okami, which was released on the PlayStation 2 by Capcom and later ported to PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Wii, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One. And the plot of the game is that Orochi, an eight-headed dragon, was resurrected, and in his path, he was swallowing up plants, animals, and people in ancient Japan and stuff. But there was one village called the Kamiki village was spared due to the fact that Sakura, a wood sprite, pretty much spared it, and this particular wood sprite called the poem uh, Amaterasu, which is the sun goddess and known to the villagers as a white wolf, to pretty much remove the curse that was put on Japan in general. Now you can go through like different areas and villages in ancient Japan, like the cave of Naki, Hana Valley, and Shinshu fields and stuff like that. And you can get like different items like feed bags for seeds, herbs, meats and fish and stuff like that. And you can also get like stuff like holy bones, golden peach, and gold dust and stuff like that. And you have like weapons that are pretty much put into three categories: reflectors, rosaries, and gaze. I think that's how you pronounce that last one, gaze. Now, now the reflectors are the first weapons that you get in the game. You know what I'm saying? And the reflectors are pretty much close range weapons when you use them as the main weapon, and they're pretty much used as shields when you use them as a secondary weapon and stuff like that. And there's three types of reflectors that you can use, which are called Divine Retribution, Snarling Beast, and Infinity Judge. And you can have like the Infinity Judge as the main weapon, or as something else as a secondary. You know, but if you use one of them as the main weapon, each of them will have their own like short range attack and stuff like that. And as a shield, if you're using it as a secondary. But the rosaries are the more of the long ranged weapons. You know what I'm saying? If you like set it up as a main weapon, and it can be used as pretty much projectiles if you put them as a secondary weapon and stuff like that. Now the rosaries are the devout beads, life beads, and exorcism and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So the way they look is going to be, of course, it's going to be very different, but you'll pretty much notice that. You know what I'm saying? Plus the with the games, which is pretty much the strongest of the three divine instruments, are pretty much they are pretty much, you have to charge them up to use them, but they are like really strong in everything, whether you put them as the main weapon or the secondary weapon. And pretty much veterans of Okami will pretty much use this particular weapon on a consistent basis and everything. And in the games, you can have three different versions of it. You know what I'm saying? Like the other three, like a blade, seven strikes, and stuff like that. Now, pretty much, as far as enemies go, you can fight different enemies like black imps, ice mouth, and blood ogres and stuff like that. And then there's this one technique that you can use called the celestial burst technique, which they have different functions and stuff like that. And the techniques are called the power slash. There's two versions: power slash two and Power Slash 3. Then there's the Cherry Bombs, which are called Cherry Bomb 2 and 3. Um, there's Fireburst, Whirlwind, Deluge, Slash, Splash, you know what I'm saying? Fountain, Thunderbolt, Night Storms, you know. So there's like different ones, different techniques that you can choose from an overall standpoint. Um, the way to really execute these celestial brush techniques are just to take the and I played the Wii version of it. So the way to execute it on the Wii version is that you take the Wii mode and take the brush and you make a draw a certain motion. You know what I'm saying? So if you use the power slash, for example, you pretty much draw a horizontal line across something to pretty much cut it, whether it's like a tree, boulder, or whatever you're trying to cut. You know what I'm saying? So it can be used against any inanimate objects. Where you're talking about whether, like I say, whether it's a tree or a boulder or a dummy used for somebody using a dummy for battling for weapons training, you know. And as far as the like the cherry bomb are concerned, you try to you draw like two cherry bombs to make them show up and against like a thick boulder and stuff. Now, like far as the like thunderbolt, for example, you draw like a vertical zigzag for the thunderbolt and stuff, you know. Now, as far as the like graphics and design, they look great. You know what I'm saying? And they have an excellent color palette, in my opinion. Now, I'll be honest enough to say that Capcom did a great job with the Japanese art style that is in Okami and everything. Now, the controls and gameplay are pretty good with some excellent combat mechanics and puzzle solving. You know what I'm saying? Now it really depends on which console version of Okami that you have, whether it's the Wii version or the Xbox One version. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, as far as the combat mechanics, gameplay, and all that, you can't go wrong regardless of which version of Okami you're playing on. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as the soundtrack, it is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And it is pretty much the overall tone of Okami. You know what I'm saying? With the like the Japanese art style and all that and everything. And in my opinion, Okami is pretty much a great game uh, that Capcom that made. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest enough to say that Okami is worth owning regardless of which console you buy for, whether it's PlayStation 2 version or the Xbox version or the Switch version. It really don't matter. It's still a good game regardless of how you put it. You know what I'm saying? For as a score, I definitely give it a 9 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much a good game, but of course, this is Capcom who made it, so I pretty much expect nothing less than a great game in Okami. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, sound off in the comment section about Okami, whether you own the, say, like the PlayStation 4 version or the Switch version or whatever the case. If there's anything specific that you like about it, like the art style, combat mechanics, or the soundtrack or anything like that, you can pretty much mention that too. You know what I'm saying? So if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.